Welcome to the Fitness Diva. Hi, and welcome to my first vlog. Not first video, because that came last week, but first vlog. And I already did an intro to this, but I accidentally deleted it.
I'm very professional, yes, very professional.
But today it is Friday, and the plan is to start every video, every weekly vlog on a Sunday when I meal prep. But I got this idea today. I start my channel today, and I kind of can't wait to start, so
we'll start.
And yeah, it's Friday, and on Fridays I like to have a little treat, but I am going to try a lot of like protein ice cream and a lot of low calorie, high protein desserts. But right now I don't have all the ingredients to that, so I'm just going to stick to what I usually do. But this is, I don't know if you can find these all over the world. I don't have a clue. But this is vegan raw food ice creams. So this is totally organic and a lot healthier than normal ice cream. There's no sugar in it. It's made of like cashew nuts and I think it's coconut sugar or coconut nectar, something like that. And it's Lily's and Hannah's raw food ice cream. So I'm going to take that. And here I have my scale, my favorite scale, or we have two scales. One's my mom's and this is mine, so of course this is my favorite. It's black marble. Marble. Black marble. I got this on my birthday from my brother. Yes. I'm going to take a little bit of both. I have chocolate fudge heaven, and happy strawberry and cheesecake. So I'm going to take a little bit of each, and I also have some tea here, even though it's summer and it's pretty hot. It's Sweden, it's not that hot, but for someone from Sweden it's hot. Like you would probably like
Chris.
But for me it's hot. But I like tea anyways. But now we're gonna put up some ice cream. And comment down below your favorite recipe that you want me to try, because I'm open to try anything. Like, I want to try anything and everything. I've seen Pernilla Strider and her videos of her like low calorie, high protein recipes, and I want to do like all of them. I always give my mom the spoon because she loves the ice cream, but for some reason she never eats it. She just takes the spoon. I don't know why. But yeah, I follow Pernilla Strider and I want to do like all of her recipes. So comment down below what kind of recipes you want me to try. And also if there's some non-vegan recipes, feel free to comment them as well. Because I want to like veganify a lot of recipes. I feel like that's so fun because you can be so creative and like try a lot of different like variations and just see what works, what doesn't work, and it's just a really fun time. So just on the ground. And my mom wants this ice cream too. And I'll take another spoon. But yeah, this is my ice cream. And like I said, like I think about like next week I'm going to try like some protein ice cream, and like when they do those, that's like so big containers and like so much protein and everything, so I feel like that's what I really want to try, but I don't have access to that right now. But stay tuned and we'll try it, I promise. And now we're dancing. See you in a bit. I know I said I was going to count macros, but I've done that the last couple of weeks, and I want it to work, but it just doesn't. Like, it's easy to do it and it works, but I just feel drained and exhausted, and it's like I'm in a bad mood like all the time. So I figured I am not going to do that because I'm obviously not getting all the nutrients that I need. But so I'm going to change it. And then I think that I'm going to have 3 big meals. and one snack, like nightly snack, I always need to eat before I go to sleep. I don't know why, but like I can't fall asleep if I don't eat before I go to bed. So I think I'm going to have 3 bigger meals and really focus on having a lot of fiber and a lot of vegetables and protein and all of that, so I really can recover properly and everything. And then also in the evenings, make sure that I get some good snack before bed, because right now I'm just, let me tell you, I am just starving, just tired, just, and like I have slept very well and everything like that is fine. So yeah, I am going to try this and see if this works, and if it doesn't, then I'll change it again. Like, that's what's so fun with this journey. It is that I get to explore myself and my body and see what works for me and what doesn't. And to me, it's like I kind of feel like a failure, like,
Oh my gosh, you're giving up.
but no, I'm not giving up. I'm just trying new things, trying to find out what works for me. So, I mean, that is what it is with a journey. Like, you learn new stuff, and most of the time when I do count calories, like it, or macros and calories, but like it always comes down to it doesn't work for me. Like it just doesn't. So this I feel like works a lot better, and yeah, so this is what I'm doing now. Good morning! Today it is Saturday, and if you hear a weird noise in the background, it is my computer because I'm right now editing a vlog to my Swedish channel, and then it just have to be a lot of noise for some reason. I don't know why, but my computer had decided that. But yeah, it is Saturday today, and right now the clock is, or the time is, I feel like it's so weird to say the time is, because in Sweden we like say the clock is, so then it's just kind of weird for me, but the time is 8:15 a.m. And I actually woke up really early today, and that wasn't the plan. Like, I usually wake up 5:30 a.m. and that's like on normal days, like Sunday to Friday, because then on Saturday I usually sleep in until like 9 or sometimes 10 even. Or I want to sleep that long, but usually I wake up at like 7, 8, but then I just lay in my bed, pretend sleeping. But anyways, I try to sleep in, but today I woke up around 4:30, and I woke up and I had kind of a lot of energy, but I just went back to bed, and then when the clock was around, the time was around, or did I say the clock was around? But then when it was around 5 a.m., I just couldn't sleep, and I had a lot of energy, like a ton, and I still have a lot of energy. So I woke up and I did some breakfast, and the plan was to film my breakfast today, but because I woke up so early, I didn't want to wake up like the whole house. I still kind of woke people up. But I didn't want to wake up exactly everyone by bringing like the camera and everything and talk and stuff. So I took a picture of my breakfast instead. So I inserted a picture here. So yeah, that was my breakfast, and it was really, really nice. Usually I eat overnight oats like most days of the week, but then on Saturday I like to switch things up a bit. And I am though going to show you my lunch today. I'm going to try to do some like apple pie oats or something like that. Like I did kind of like an apple pie inspired smoothie for a while ago, and I haven't like shown that anywhere. Like I was going to publish that recipe, but I have not done that, not on my like Swedish channels or anything else. But I did that, and I think that I'm going to do like a similar version of that smoothie, but then like cook it with oats. So it's kind of like an apple pie oats. And I don't know how well that's going to go, but I think that it's going to be really great and really good, because I love that smoothie. Like, it's so good. So I really hope that this will work as well. But yeah, today I have a lot of work to do on my Swedish channel, so that's mostly what I'm gonna do. Normally on Saturday morning, because I prefer to work out and stuff in the morning, and Saturday is a rest day, and on rest days I usually just take a walk and do some yoga or some stretching. And today, because I have so much work, I have this vlog I need to edit. I need to edit as much as possible. I can also edit some tomorrow, but I need to edit as much as possible today. And then I also have some TikToks to do and also a few Instagram pictures to take. I think I'm going to take a picture on my lunch today, like the oatmeal, and publish that on Instagram this week. So then I have one less picture to take of myself. But yeah, that's it. That's like what's happening today. And yeah, so yeah, that's all I had to say. Just a little tiny update. It's still Saturday and it's lunchtime, and today I was thinking about doing some kind of like apple pie-ish oats. So, because I just said this, that I did an apple pie inspired smoothie, and I'm going to do kind of that with oats. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to mix an apple, and I just take an apple we have home. Like, I've done it with these like yellow greenish kind of apples. I've done it with red apples. I don't think you want to do it with like sour green apples. Like, I think that's a no-no. But any other like sweet apples will work just fine. And then I'm going to mix that with some soy milk. I have this from Alpro, and I have the no sugar. So I'm going to use that. And I mean, you can use whatever like plant milk you prefer, but I usually just go with this. And then I have Better You protein powder in the flavor vanilla. This is a vegan protein powder, and as you can see, the Swedish flag, so this is a Swedish brand, but I mean, you can use whatever protein powder you prefer, and you don't even have to use vanilla if you don't want to. If you feel like another flavor just works better, then use that. But this is the only protein powder that I have, and it works just fine. And because it's like lunch, I want to have some extra protein, so therefore I'm going to use that. But then I'm going to cook this on the stove, and then I'm going to cook that with some whole grain oats or some fiber oats. So yeah, just, you can use regular oats if you want to, but I'm going to use this kind of oats. And then I'm also going to add some salt and some cinnamon, because that's like what makes it really like apple pie-ish. And then I am going to use some toppings. I don't know exactly what I'm going to use. I have thought about taking like a Barabals protein bar and like crunch that over, or if I'm going to take some granola over, or if I'm just going to take some like raisins, because we have these raisins. It's like flavored raisins. And we have these flavored raisins, and they are flavored with like natural fruit juices, so there's no sugar or any like artificials in them, so they're really good. And I don't really know what I will top it with, but I will top it with something, because I mean, you can't do a smoothie bowl without toppings, you can't do some kind of oats without topping. You can't do a smoothie bowl without topping either. Like, that's just a no-no. You can't. If you do that, I don't know who you are or if we can be friends. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to start to cut my apple and then just mix it and stir it. And I'm out of picture. And then just cut the apple. And you don't have to like cut the apple like a lot. You just have to like do it to a little bit smaller pieces, so it's easier for the blender to like chop it up or mix it, or it's just easier. But just like, you don't want them to be too big like this, but you want them to be like this, a little bit tinier. So just make sure to do that. Here we have the like smoothie mixture, or what we're going to call it. I'm a little bit scared that I have too much of this, because I'm just going to use 1 deciliter of the oats, and I don't know how much like a deciliter is in like cups or other measurements, but I know that I'm using a deciliter, okay? I'm using a deciliter. So yeah, I'm going to move you guys over there. That works, right? Guess so? Yes. So I'm just going to take a... So now we're just going to cook these... Oh, it's in a car, it's running by. Now we're just going to cook the oats. So I think I'm going to start with putting down the mixture there, and then I put down the oats. Okay, now I'm going to put down the oats. And I'm just going to like cook these as you cook regular oatmeal. I think that will work just fine. Oh, start boiling already. That went quick. I mean, this looks pretty good so far. I'm going to also add some salt and cinnamon. Like, I love cinnamon and I love to add salt because salt just makes it like sweeter. I know it sounds weird, but like the salt and the sweet just is a really good combination. So I just love to add, not too much salt, but like a lot of salt. I just feel like that makes it taste like a billion times better. And I'm not 100% sure yet what I will use for toppings, but I will find something out. Okay, as topping, I have not decided what I'm going to take. I'm going to take some unsalted cashew nuts. I feel like cashew butter would be really good to this recipe, but I don't have cashew butter. I don't even think that they sell that in Sweden. At least I haven't found it. But I don't have the patience or time to do it either. Then I take these raisins that I talked about earlier that are flavored. They're really, really good. I also take some dried goji berries. Do you say goji berries? I think you say that. Because they're full of protein and we want as much protein as possible. And then I take some coconut flakes. And that's just because I love coconut. Like everything coconut I love. Like that. I remember I read a book once, like the Fox Sisters, I think it was called. And the girl's sister in that book, she loved coconut. That was like her scent. So I don't feel like the taste of it, it's just the smell of it. But that was like her scent, her thing. I'm also taking a little bit of the soy milk just to add a little extra. Here we have it. I hope it hasn't gone cold. Like that's always happens to me, like when I do food. When I cook, like everything gets cold in like 5 seconds. It tastes really good. It is a little bit cold. I'm gonna put it in the microwave for a few minutes. For like half a minute to make it a little bit hotter. But this was really, really good. I'm going to do this so much. And I hope you try too because this is amazing. Right now, my demons has like, I don't know what to say. They're like taking over my brain. That sounds, I mean, it's not good, but it was a good phrase for describing what's happening. But I feel like they're just like taking over my brain because I just started to feel really like, I got a lot of thoughts. It's just like, do you really think you can do this? Like, how stupid can you be to believe that? And when this happens, I mean, I do get down. I feel like, I mean, I think that a lot of you don't know me, so, or probably not from my Swedish channel, so I have been quite depressed for a very long time. So it's like those demons are like waking up and it's like, you're worthless, you can't do anything, how can you ever think that you can do this, and so on and so forth. But I feel like the most important thing when this happens, at least what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to remind myself of my why. And I mean, if I stop, I will just get further away from my goal. So there's no reason to do that. And then it's just to like remind myself of the why and just be like holding on to that. And I mean, I have two strong whys. My first why is, of course, that I want to inspire. Like, that's what I want to do with everything that I do. But also, like, one of my biggest dreams is to become a model. So, I mean, it's just, I have so strong whys that I, like, can't give up. And that's really good. And also, I feel like it's important to talk about this and talk about both the up and downs, and just to know that everyone goes through that. Everyone has the ups, everyone has the downs, and right now I'm having a little bit of a dip. And in like an hour or so, I think I am going to take my moped and or scooter. I don't know how you say it. I've heard some people say moped and some people say scooter. So I don't know if it's just differs from like what kind of accent you have, or like which part of, or like what kind of English you speak. I actually have no clue. But this is not mine, but this is what it looks like. It's pink, it's amazing. I'm gonna take that and drive to the grocery store and buy some tofu because today I'm going to eat to dinner some protein bread and some avocado with some scrambled tofu. Before I was vegan, I always did them with eggs. So if you're not vegan and you want to do them with eggs, you can do them with eggs. But I would highly suggest you do them with tofu because that's amazing. But our tofu is out. We ran out of tofu, so I will drive and buy that. I may also buy some ingredients to some bakery that I want to do, some of the protein bakery and all of that. I may buy that too, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just buy the tofu. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that was a little update. I actually feel a lot better now that I've talked about it, because I mean, for one, it you always feel better when you talk about it, at least I do. But then also when I remind myself of my why and know that if I'm sharing my thoughts and feelings, then someone else that goes through the same, or like just feels like just feels down and feels like they can't achieve their dreams, just know that it's normal to feel that way, and it's just to remind yourself of the why. And sometimes the best way is just like go to bed and sleep for a few hours, and then you wake up and it's like, whoa, it's like you turn yourself on and off. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to remind myself of my why, and I'm going to watch some YouTube, and I'm going to drive with my scooter later. That's something that I know I can't drive so much because like I don't want to drive if it's not necessary, like it's too much like gas coming out of it. So very good at English, yes. Yeah, so I know that I can't drive so much, but when I drive, I really enjoy it. I just, for me, it's like therapy. I've always loved to drive, so yeah, that's just like therapy for me. And I would actually like to like compete in like driving. That would be really, really fun, but I'm too scared to do that. I think that I'm gonna like trip and break my neck. I mean, I'm scared of literally everything. Like, I can for real lay in bed at night, and when I'm going to sleep, I'm trying to think of how to not die. And then I'm like, okay, if I'm leaving my house, I can die of this. But if I'm in the house, I can die of this. So there's no way around this. Like, I'm so scared of everything. So I'm too scared to do that. But yeah, I feel like when I'm gonna drive later, it's just probably gonna help because that always helps. I just got home from buying tofu, and I feel a lot better now when I was out driving for a little bit. So yeah, I can't say that all my demons are gone because they will probably never be gone, but for now I feel totally fine. And the only tofu they had, sadly, was smoked tofu, and this is from Yipin, and this is, I think this is a Swedish brand, at least it's made in Sweden, but you can, I mean, to do scrambled tofu, you need natural tofu, like with no flavor, so I'm not really using what I should use. And you can use like from whichever brand. I don't normally use this brand either, but it was the only thing that they had, okay? So I'm gonna take that and I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to, what is it called?
A few moments later.
I'm back. I forgot the word. I'm going to fry this with some nutritional yeast and some soy yogurt. And also some, or I usually take like a little bit of salt and pepper, but I don't think I need some of that in this because it already has a lot of, a lot of flavors. So yeah, I just don't think that I'll need it, but I'll take this and I'll fry it. And then I also take we have some frozen avocado, so I take that, and I think that I'm going to just take some protein bread and we'll do this, but I think we'll cut until it's done. I think that's the best thing, right? We'll do that. Here is my dinner and I haven't tried it yet. I think I'm going to do that right now on camera. And I have been thinking a lot because I'm someone that works out quite a lot, and for that reason I have been eating quite a lot because I burn a lot of calories. I need to eat quite a lot to maintain my weight, and also because I want to gain muscle I try to like bulk, and now I'm eating a lot less than I usually did. So I am worried that I'm not eating enough to be able to do the things I want to do. I want a body recomposition, and that's basically that I don't want to lose or gain any weight. I want to gain muscle and lose fat, so I'm going to eat at a maintenance. So I don't know if I'm eating enough or if I'm eating too less. Use a smoked tofu if you find one, because that was so good. And I also took some lemon juice in the avocado. When I smashed it, I put in some lemon juice and then I put it on my sandwiches. But yeah, I am a little bit worried that I'm not eating enough to like maintain my weight, because I have felt really drained, really tired. I know that if I'm not eating enough, it's not gonna work. Like my body's just gonna be like,
we want food, so we want like protest.
So yeah, I am a little bit worried about that, because I don't know. I'm scared that I will eat too much, and I'm also scared that I will eat too little. So I don't know how I will do. This is a journey, so I need to figure out what works best for me. And I think that I'm going to try this and having 4 bigger meals a day, but maybe I need to have bigger meals. I don't know. Because I feel like this doesn't feel like that much food. Maybe it is, I don't know. Because I have had problems with that, like going up, like sometimes I'm scared that I'm eating too little, so I eat a lot, and then I'm too scared that I'm eating too much, so I eat really, really little. So I don't know, but I am trying my best to just like get to know my body and see what works best for me. And yeah, we'll just take it from there. Right now I'm gonna eat this, and if I feel like this isn't enough, I probably will eat something more and then try to change my eating habits and just make them better, so that I don't go around and just like hungry all day, because that's not what we're trying to do here. I do the same mistake like every time I try to get lean and get fit. What I do is that I just like, instead of really focus on eating the right kind of foods and eating enough and like not too much, not too little, just perfect, I just focus on like, instead of that, I'm just like try to eat as little as possible, as few meals as possible, and just like not that much. And that just doesn't work. And I know it doesn't work, but still it's like that what my brain is just connecting to, which is so wrong. Like I said, I want to body recomposition, so I need to eat as much as I burn. And especially when I'm eating vegan and I'm trying to eat more whole foods, it is kind of hard to get enough nutrients. Like you need to eat a lot of food to do that when you eat mostly like whole foods and eating vegan. Like that can be very hard. I've definitely not been eating enough And I'm going to change that, and I'm going to totally change my focus. Instead of focusing on quantity, I'm going to focus on quality. So I'm going to focus mostly on eating whole foods and some processed foods here and there, because I'm trying to eat quite balanced. But the biggest part of my diet is going to be more smoothies and whole grains and fruits and vegetables. Not that like smoothies and like so thing is, it is literally fruits and stuff. But you get what I'm saying, like nuts, seeds, like I'm trying to focus more on that and the quality, and then try to find a good balance. So right now, because I am like starving, even though I am like starving after these like few tries, so what I'm going to say. So I have actually made a smoothie, and I also have a granola bar, and this granola bar is like only whole foods, so it's like it's fruits and nuts, it's in and berries and vanilla. It's from a Swedish brand, so it is in Swedish here. And then here I have a smoothie with some blueberries, dates, some fruit, I don't know what it is in English. I looked it up, and it's called fig or figs. So I took some dried figs, some granola, and some peanut butter. So I'm going to do this, and tomorrow I'm just going to have to be a fresh start, and I'm going to try this new mindset and just focus on the right things, because if I just keep on focusing on this, I'm not going to get my results. Like, I'm just going to become weaker and weaker instead of stronger and better. Like, I want to better myself. I want to live a healthy lifestyle. I don't want to starve myself to death. I've done that too much. So I'm changing focus, and it just feels, I feel a little bit like embarrassed, like a little bit of shame, like oh, I'm giving up because I feel like I need to eat more, but that's not giving up. Like, it's just, I mean, this is a journey. It's me evolving, trying new things, and I will do that throughout this whole journey. I will try a lot of new things, and now I just tried this, and I have tried similar kind of eating habits before, and that is what works best for me, because I feel my best. And yeah, so this is what I'm going to do now, and it feels really good. It feels like I'm making the right decision now, and yeah, I'm so excited for this. And yeah, so right now I'm just going to eat this, and I think that I may go on a walk. I usually do that on Saturdays, but because I haven't been recovering fully and completely these past days, because I have had a little bit trouble sleeping and not eating enough, which probably caused the trouble of sleeping. So I don't know if I will do that, or if I will just focus on resting so that I can completely recover and come out tomorrow and do like an amazing workout, because I mean, this is about health also, not just aesthetics. Like, it's about living my best, happiest, healthiest life, and I can't do that if I don't recover. So we'll see, but I may take a short walk. It's 2 different walks that I usually go. One is 2 kilometers, and the second one is longer than that. I don't actually know how long the second one is, but it takes like 1.5 hours. So, but yeah, I'm going to eat this, and yeah, this feels really good. Like, before I felt like a failure kind of, but now I just feel good. I feel like I'm making the right decision, and it feels so good to have you with me on this journey, because I mean, it's a journey. I'm going to try a lot of things. It's going to go up and down, and I hope that in the end I'll actually have a modeling career and my dream body. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy this smoothie now. If you wonder what sound it is in the background, it's the microwave, because I'm doing tea right now. So that's the sound, that's the noise. And if you think that my hair looks a little bit lighter, it is. I did a vitamin C bleach, so it's like a little bit less red. So yeah, just wanted to address that. But Today it's Saturday, and because I wonder how many times I've said that it's Saturday, but because it's Saturday, I wanted to make some kind of dessert, and I got this idea just because me and my mom actually talked about how much we love like drinks with the flavor of pear or apple. So I was like, I want to do pear in the oven, like heat it up so it's like nice and moist. Oh, I hate that word, but you know what I mean. And yeah, I wanted to do that with some soygurt and yeah, some cinnamon. And I discovered I just have this little piece of pear at home. So I'm going to take this, but I'm also going to take half of an apple, so both pear and apple. And then I'm going to take Alpro's organic plant gurt. I mean, it is gurt made on soy, but they say plant gurt. We have oat gurt, soy gurt, plant gurt, a lot of gurts. But this is soy gurt with no sugars. Because I want it a little bit sweeter, a little bit more like a dessert, I am going to use some stevia. Or this is like a Swedish version, so it says sötströ, but it is the same thing as stevia. So use whatever sweetener you like. I don't know if I prefer this because I bought this today and wanted to try it out, but I'm going to use it anyways. Maybe I hate it, but I'm going to use it. But now I'm going to chop this up, put it in this little pan, and this is like very nice, so you don't need to have any like oils or anything in it. You can just put it down there.
A non-stick pan. It's called a non-stick pan.
So I'm going to do that, and then I think I will put cinnamon on it before I put it in the oven. I think that's better. I think that the flavors will go hand in hand better. So I'm going to do that, and I think I'm going to have it in the oven for like 10 minutes. I actually don't have a clue, but I'm guessing 10 minutes on 175 Celsius. I don't know how much that is in like Fahrenheit. Maybe I look it up and put it here. Or maybe because no one else puts it in Celsius, I won't put it in Fahrenheit either. But yeah, I'm going to chop this up and put it in the oven, and while it's in the oven, I will make some soygurt and some stevia. And yeah, I'm going to stop rambling and start chopping. Like that, and I'm going to take some cinnamon or some grounded cinnamon. In all videos I watch, they never say just like
Take just cinnamon.
they say grounded cinnamon, so I guess that's like the right term. In Sweden we just say like cinnamon or kanel as it's called in Sweden. Now I get this bad Swedish accent. Oh, I hate that. But yeah, I take some grounded cinnamon and just put it all over them. Guess I'm gonna take like a spoon or something to like have it get all over, not just on the top. And then just place it in the oven for 175 Celsius for, I'm going to take it for like 10 minutes. You maybe didn't see it. You maybe didn't see it, but like the apples try to like escape. That always happens. Like I said before, always when I do something, I make a mess, okay? The food just wants to run away from me. I guess that the food doesn't like me. Maybe because I want to eat it, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna place this in the oven. How many times have I said that? Too many times, but... yeah, and while that is in the oven, I will take this plant gurt. Like I said, I always make a mess. Like this dog is just like, I don't know why. It's like the kitchen is against me. The kitchen's just like,
She's not going to make something, or if she is, it's going to be a mess. So she won't come back.
but I'll always come back. I don't know how much of this I should take. I guess I should take like a tablespoon. Think it'd be a good amount. I have no idea, but I'll just guess. I mean, life is an experiment. We'll just try it out. Or like we say here where I live, we call it a stölleprov. A stölleprov is when you try something that you're pretty sure it's not going to work, but if it works, it'll be amazing. So yeah, you can start saying that now. Like say it to your friends. You're just like, I'm gonna make a stölleprov, and they will have no clue what you just said. Probably not even what language you just spoke. So that could be a really fun thing. And if you do it, please comment what they said, what you said, and like the whole discussion after that. It would be really fun to know if they had any clue. I mean, a lot of people here in Sweden don't even know what I say when I say stölleprov. They're like, huh? And then I need to explain what it is. So let me know if you use it. And I also have seen Pernilla Stryker. She usually takes this in her Greek yogurt. So I mean, then it probably is good. So I'm gonna. I think actually I want to add a little bit more. It wasn't really that. I mean, you can like barely taste it, so it's not really. But you can barely taste it. It's like a little bit sweeter. So I am going to take 1 more tablespoon. I mean, I know it's really differs depending on what kind of stevia you're using. Some you need like a little sprinkle and you're like dying because it's too sweet, and some things you need to like take the whole bag because it's never getting sweet. So, but I mean, I don't have personal experience, but that's what I've heard. Okay, a lot of things I will talk about, I will just say like, yeah, I heard this, because I don't have a lot of experience. But now we're gonna try this again and see if this is better. This was so much better. And with like the apple and the pear, like I can't wait. But I have to wait, but for you guys it will take just a second because I will jump to the final result. So see you in 1 second, but for me it's like 5 minutes. Here we have the result, and I think that it looks so good. So we need to do a taste test. So I'll take a piece with either apple or pear. I can't tell the difference right now. This was so good and such a good, easy dessert. Like this is not, I mean, this is like a healthier dessert. So it's so easy to make, so good, and it still supports my goals. So this makes me feel so good when I can do something really tasty and like desserty, but it still supports my goals. So yeah, I'm going to eat this, and me and my mom are going to watch some Swedish YouTubers, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So see you tomorrow when it's time for meal prep, the first meal prep. Ooh, ooh. That was really cringe, I know. See you. Editing Diva here. The thought was to make 1 weekly vlog, but this is already 42 minutes. So instead, I'm going to do 2 vlogs a week. So it's like week 2, part 1 and part 2. And then week 3, part 1 and part 2. And then I'm going to make them like 3 days each. So it's Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Then it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because on the Saturdays I'm editing, so I'm not filming anything. But that's how it's gonna be. So this is actually the end of this video. But this week it's coming out 3 videos because I started this on Friday. So now it's Friday, Saturday. And then the next video is going to be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as usual. So this week it's 3 vlogs. So it's week 1, part 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll have, week 2, part 1, and part 2. So yeah, that was everything for this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification, like this video, share it to a friend, and also leave a comment. And please give me feedback on what you want to see more, because I really want to show what you want to see. Like, I just want to do this in a way that you want it. So please tell me what you want to see more of, or something you just like, this wasn't that good, I want to see this instead. Like, just please give me your feedback. And also don't forget that nothing is impossible. Bye.